What has happened to Ioan Gruffudd? Where did he go? For those of you born outside Wales, Ioan Gruffudd is the version of his name that is much easier to pronounce. This boyishly handsome, raven-haired Welsh actor once seemed destined for stardom in Hollywood after appearing in blockbuster hits like Black Hawk Down and King Arthur, where he had a major role as Lancelot. But then he made one mistake. He accepted the role of Reed Richards in Fantastic Four. Before that, Griffith's good looks and acting chops and British accent attracted the attention of movie producers and cinema-goers alike. Let's take a look at his career first. In 1997, he got his first, however small but still pivotal, big break as the Fifth Officer Law, the guy who saves Kate Winslet from drowning in Titanic. Just before that, he also appeared in the British historical drama Wilde, an Oscar Wilde biopic, playing a man who inspired the character of Dorian Gray, the poet John Gray, and the rumored lover of Wilde. He then starred in the series Horatio Hornblower, playing the dashing naval hero from the 1700s, which made him a household name in Britain and most of Europe. In 1999, he appeared in the critically acclaimed melodrama Solomon and Gaynor, playing a Jewish man in love with a Welsh woman in the beginning of the 20th century. 2001 would be a busy year for young Gruffudd, as he first appeared in the crime drama Another Life, the comedy musical Very Annie Mary, and finally the war drama Black Hawk Down, about the 1993 US military intervention in Somalia. Although his screen time here was brief, he had a memorable scene as a young lieutenant who suffers an epileptic attack the night before the intervention is about to start. Next year, he appeared in a music video of the Irish boy band Westlife before starring in the horror thriller The Gathering with Christina Ricci and Stephen Dillane. He also appeared in a TV melodrama Man and Boy that year, starring opposite Elizabeth Mitchell. None of these movies, apart from Black Hawk Down of course, made a big impact, however, either critically or commercially, and Gruffudd was still unknown outside UK until he landed the coveted role as the romantic knight Lancelot in Antoine Fuqua's uncharacteristical version of the tale of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table in 2004. King Arthur, despite receiving mixed reviews, was a commercial hit, and it made Hollywood and American audiences really notice Gruffudd for the first time. This then resulted in him being cast in an adaptation of the Marvel comic Fantastic Four, where he played Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, the principal good guy and hero, alongside Jessica Alba, Julian McMahon, Michael Chiklis, and Chris Evans. Though panned by critics, this movie too was a box office success. The chemistry between him and his love interest Alba was good, although neither of them were that praised by the critics. In 2007, he first gained respect from American critics for his role in the historical drama Amazing Grace, playing the abolitionist William Wilberforce. However, this momentum was ruined by the Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, the sequel that again bombed with the critics but also did worse commercially than its predecessor. He was nominated along with Alba as the worst screen couple for a Razzie Awards but didn't get it, and none of the cast even won a Teen Choice Award. Gruffudd returned to drama after this failed attempt to re-establish himself as a blockbuster name, and had a small supporting role in the 2008 Fireflies in the Garden alongside Ryan Reynolds and Julia Roberts. He also appeared in the George W. Bush biopic W from the same year. It was clear, however, that his star had faded before it had a chance to lit properly. Despite the presence of British actors in Hollywood such as Liam Neeson, Clive Owen, Ewan McGregor, Sean Bean, and Gerald Butler, the big British boom had not yet started and would only start properly in the next decade. After that, Ioan Gruffudd's career faltered. He continued appearing in movies and TV shows, but only in supporting roles. Ioan Gruffudd's career pretty much went downhill after the last Fantastic Four movie, and he would never play a leading man again in a Hollywood film. Perhaps also his reluctance to change the original Welsh spelling of his name and instead use the more pronounceable Ioan Gruffudd is what contributed to him not making it big as a movie star and a leading man in Tinseltown. Unlike other fellow British actors, including the Welshman Michael Sheen and Rhys Ifans, who also never changed his original Welsh name, Gruffudd just never seemed to be able to establish an audience for himself or carve out his own niche on the big screen. He once famously said, "I am determined not to lose my name. It's who I am. It has neither aided my progress nor hampered it. It's just who I am. My character, my makeup, my culture and heritage is a very rich one. So what if it's difficult for people to pronounce? We all learned how to say Schwarzenegger. In the end, it seems that he was wrong. A name means a lot for an actor. Maybe not so much in UK, but in Hollywood definitely." So, despite having the natural charm, good looks and acting talent, the dark-haired and square-jawed Welshman saw his star quickly extinguish after an all-too-brief time in the spotlight in Hollywood. I guess he looked too serious and was too serious for the Hollywood producers. They wanted someone cocky and macho like Jason Statham and Gerard Butler, stylish and cool as Clive Owen and Jude Law, and mysterious and darkly charming like Michael Sheen and Dominic West, whom actually Gruffudd resembles quite a lot. But it didn't help him, did it? He also stated in an interview that he has been at dozens of auditions and didn't get any of those parts, so he stopped going to auditions so often. Whatever the truth is, Ioan Gruffudd undeservedly ended up in oblivion. He has only recently returned to spotlight in the TV series Liar, opposite Downton Abbey's Joanne Froggatt, so there is hope that his acting career can be reignited. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you like this video.